When you heard that DREGG were about to commence their internet tour, you had every right to assume it was a series of streamed live performances, but no, DREGG internet tour is legit. Friday, June 11 at the Brightside in Brisbane. Saturday, June 12 at Red Rattler Theatre in Sydney. Friday, June 18 at Enigma Bar in Adelaide. Their Saturday night show in Melbourne on the 26th at Howler is sold out. To tell us more about what's happening in the next few months is DREGG frontman Chris McAtish. He joins me now. Chris, thank you for speaking to the faction.
No walkers.
Before we get to the tour, I need you to clarify something in your music video for I'm Done. I know it was shot in Melbourne, and I know that because I've lived there for 23 years. But as I'm watching it, I'm trying to pick the exact locations, and all I could get was Parliament Station, and I'm still not entirely sure that that was in there. Can you tell us where that video was shot?
It was all over. So some of it was shot in the drains in like Flemington. There's these drains, like the rainwater drains, and people skateboard down there. We found a way to get Jorge's car down there and film down there. A lot of it was in the city around Parliament House. There was like a car park near Parliament House that's near the old Boney Bar. Boney, I think it was called.
Wasn't it Pony?
And then we also shot on Sydney Road a little bit as well. And just like all over. We kind of just got in the car and just went what areas would look cool, you know? It was so last minute. Like it was right before a lockdown. So it was like, let's just film something. And then it ended up
spontaneous approach to making your art. Does that also happen when you're making music and other music videos?
Yeah, yes and no. Like some of our stuff is like super planned and like thought out. Like something like Evolve, for example, that was like 6 to 7 months in the making. But then there's other songs like I'm Done that we just shit out in like a week. So it really depends on like where we're at, how busy we are, and like I don't know. It's weird. Like sometimes you can put your all into something and people aren't into it as much as the thing that you created really quick. I think people just want to resonate with how you feel at the time. So.
Congratulations on signing with Epitaph Records. Were you able to pinpoint what caught their attention?
What was it? I think one of our music. So our management had Sue. It had Sue on like Facebook or something. And they posted one of our music videos, and Sue, who is Brett's assistant, got wind of it and took it to Brett and was like, you need to see this. And then, yeah, next thing I know, I got a phone call from Brett, given the pitch of, I'd like to sign your band. And then that was it.
What did they like about DREGG?
I think it's just the individualism that they lean to. Like that conversation with Brett was very like, this is cool, this is different. No one really does anything like this. And he seemed to like the message. He was very behind. He was like you said, he goes, I'm an old school punk. Like I know punk's changed, but like I can see that you guys have that sort of mentality of like, you don't want to do it the way everyone else is doing it, sort of thing.
Let's talk about the message in the song Internet, that from which the tour is named, Internet. The main hook, when I'm dead, bury me in the internet. Can you expand on that?
Well, I guess I wanted to write that chorus so it was.
It's sarcastic, isn't it? You're being sarcastic. You're being ironic.
It's ironic. It's like you can take it so many different ways. Like bury me in the internet is in like bury me under all the other articles and stuff you see. So like if I die tomorrow, if there's a bunch of articles, you'll forget about me in a day.
So my interpretation was like, I want to exist where it doesn't matter. You're being ironic. I want to exist where it's plastic. I don't want to exist in your memories. I want to exist in a Google search. That's more important to me. And that's where the irony comes in. That was my interpretation.
Well, see, that's kind of the way I wrote it. Is so like, you can kind of take it however you want. And I guess the thought process around writing that whole song was, I've noticed every band wants to, not every band, but a lot of artists at the moment want to write about the internet, and they want to write about social media and the negative effects it has, but it also sounds cliche. But then I'm like, that's very strange that we're in this day and age where like, it's cliche to write about this thing that we're all super aware is negative for us, but also has a lot of positives that we all use it for. So it's like, how do you tackle something like that without being cliche? And I feel like I love that fine line at the moment when you see an artist tiptoe that line of like, this is a very cliche subject. What's your way of expanding on the idea other than just like, stop looking at your phone. Stop
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at your for a lyric, you know. So
That's why I like the irony, because you're taking a different stance. You're not necessarily
yeah,
you're not bashing the technology. You're
no,
almost
no,
acknowledging it, but in a kind of sarcastic and ironic way. So
exactly.
the listener really has to unpack it. And I thought that was a nice touch. When you're
Well,
yeah, go.
well, I feel like it's a lot more digestible because everybody uses their phones. So no one wants to listen to something that's telling them to turn it off. It's like, it's more of like, I think I'm more trying to address the romantic relationship, the toxic romantic relationship we have with our phones, where we love it, but we hate it. And like, there's good and bad, and everyone's in that situation, you know?
Do you get some assistance when you're performing live from backing vocalists or audio playing through the speakers? Because your parts must be really difficult to do live.
They are, I'm not very good at vocals, but I get my guitarist Jordan does a lot of the backups, and Zov has started doing some now as well. I'm an idiot. I write all of our music as like hip hop here like in my room, and then I take it to the studio, but it's like it's hip hop phrasing, but then I have to go and scream it. So I find I need a lot of like hype man style backing vocals live, because it's so intense to just yell rapping constantly. Like I'm really in I'm envious of artists like Suicide Boys and City Morgan stuff that just like they just have the backing track and then they just scream over it. I'm like, that just looks easier. Don't bash that. That looks so much easier to do live. Like,
I'm speaking to Chris McAtish, the singer from DREGG. They are going on their internet tour. I'll give you those dates again. Friday, June 11 at the Bright Side in Brisbane. Saturday, June 12 at the Red Rattler Theatre in Sydney. Friday, June 18 at Enigma Bar in Adelaide. Their Saturday show, it's sold out in Melbourne. That's June 26th.
We added a second show to Melbourne, an early show that has about 100 tickets left. If anyone wants to jump on that.
When you say early show, so you'll open the doors a couple of hours earlier. Same date.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, same date. Yeah.
All right. So that date again is Saturday, June 26th at the Howler Bar in Melbourne, but there are some tickets now available. Chris, congratulations on joining Epitaph Records. Congratulations on the tour. All the best for 2021. And thank you for speaking to the Faction.
Thank you, dude.